is.
He's
Yes,
the
we do.
lead singer, well, the only singer of Nirvana.
Yes.
Yeah.
But for those that are listening that don't know, I'm going to go over a quick background of who he is.
Yeah, sounds good.
So, Kurt Cobain was an American singer-songwriter born on the 20th of February, 1967. He was best known for his works as frontman of Seattle grunge band Nirvana. The band seen great success with their biggest hit, Smells Like Teen Spirit. And do you want to guess how many streams in total that has had on Spotify?
1 billion. It's got to have a billion by now.
Not far
Be
off.
a lot.
900 mil.
Oh, what do you want to guess?
850 mil.
Okay. 930 million streams on
Wow.
Spotify alone.
Big
That's a lot,
song. Not my favourite, but it's a big song.
This is a
Yeah,
big song.
not
What would
my
you say
favourite.
mine's the heart-shaped box?
I
Is
like
it?
heart-shaped box as well.
Or
Polly.
Yeah, Polly. I'd say Polly's my favourite.
Yeah.
I like Polly. Or The Man Who Sold the World.
I like
that song.
About a Son as well. That one's good.
That's a good song.
Yeah.
I just feel like people don't see past Smells Like Teen Spirit, do they? They run to that song.
Yeah.
Do you remember? Did you see the Post Malone live stream that he did?
Don't think so.
Where he played. They played as a three-piece. It was him, Travis Barker, and I think it was just his mate playing bass guitar. And they purposely didn't play Smells Like Teen Spirit in their set because they didn't want to sell
Overrated.
out.
Yeah. Way overrated.
And do you want to guess how many times the music video is watched a day on YouTube?
5 million.
I'd say like 100,000.
430,000 times a day that is played.
wow.
Way too big.
That's still a lot, though.
That's
Yeah, that's still a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that the
That-
official music video as well that's played?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So someone's getting serious money for that.
That is a lot.
I know who's getting serious fucking money, and I'll tell you who it is. It's fucking Courtney Love.
Oh,
Yeah.
I hate her so much.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's almost as many streams as the podcast, isn't it? 430k a day.
What, this podcast?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Might be
biggest in the
getting
UK now, isn't it?
Yeah, biggest.
Thanks for listening.
So he was found dead in his Seattle home on April 5th, 1994, at age 27, with the police department ruling his cause of death as being suicide by gunshot.
Part of the
was it?
27 Club, isn't he?
Yeah, it's part of the
Exactly, yeah.
27
Who
Club.
else is part of that?
Amy Winehouse,
John Lennon?
Jim Morrison.
Is Marilyn Monroe?
Yeah, she is.
She
isn't
is, yeah. Who's the other one? Janis Joplin, Jimi Hendrix, and
Really?
I think James Dean might be in. I'm not sure though.
Yeah. There's a lot of people anyway.
Mm.
A lot of like famous people.
I feel like at the minute though, 21 is the new age to die at, rather than Lil
Yeah,
Peep
like Juice WRLD as well.
and XXX Tentation.
Yeah.
Pop Smoke, did he die at 21?
I feel like it was about 21. Yeah, so that's
Yeah.
sort of the new
That's the new-
27 club.
Yeah.
But do you two think Nirvana would have been as big as had as much mainstream success as they've had now if he wouldn't have died?
No,
Definitely not.
definitely no.
No.
So they're sort of
Kurt Cobain's death did sort of push Nirvana forward to be what they are now.
But they were massive still, but now they're like colossal. Do you know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
I'm saying it now. Do you know what I mean?
It's rubbing off on you.
Oh dear. But if you know what I mean. But I reckon if he wouldn't have died, they would have just split up after that American tour.
Yeah,
They would
and they would have just fizzled out.
Yeah. And Dave Grohl would have gone on to do whatever he did. And
Yeah.
Do you think he would have still created Foo Fighters?
I feel as if he would have, yeah, because he had solo tapes recorded whilst he was in Nirvana of him playing all the instruments and stuff. Because that's how Foo Fighters started. It was just him. And then the band that he toured with was Foo Fighters, and he kept sacking people playing drums because he thought they couldn't play as good as him.
Foo Fighters versus Nirvana. Who are you picking?
Foo Fighters every day of the week. I really like Foo Fighters. I think they're a very good band.
I'm not really a fan of either. I'm not a Nirvana fan. I'm not a Foo Fighters fan. I know, like, obviously the odd Foo Fighters song, the odd Nirvana song. I'll probably say Nirvana.
Really?
Yeah, I'd have to say Nirvana as well, to be honest.
Yeah. I think they have got, like, more better sort of like cult songs
Yeah.
than Foo Fighters.
Definitely. Yeah, if a Nirvana song comes on, in, like when you're out or something,
Yeah.
you're more excited for that than hearing
Yeah.
Best,
Than Foo-
than
Definitely.
hearing Best of You for 100th time.
Yeah, I'm sick of it.
Or
Yeah.
pretend, was it Learn to Fly? Is it Pretend to Fly?
Yeah.
Is it?
Well,
Pretender.
Or The Pretender, yeah.
Yeah.
What's the other tune they've got?
There Goes My Hero, that one.
Yeah, My Hero and what's it? Oh, I can't remember the name of the song. It's a tune though.
Yeah, they've got a lot of songs. So.
Yeah, they've got loads. They've had like 11 albums.
Yeah.
So should I get onto the first conspiracy theory?
Yes.
Yeah.
So apparently he faked his own death. He was getting tired of all the media attention and publicity. He stated several times that he's a private person, private enough to become a hermit and hide away in the spotlight for 20 years. What do you reckon?
Possibly.
I feel like this is always a theory whenever a celebrity dies. It was the same when Elvis died. Apparently he faked his own death. The same with Michael Jackson.
Tupac.
Apparently he faked his own death. Yeah. So, I mean, it very well could be true if all these sort of like high profile musicians have had enough of that life and do want to fake their own death. But I feel like it's always going to be a theory when someone does die.
Yeah, but I feel as if he'd have had enough money to walk away from it all and live a private life somewhere, like change his name, change his appearance.
Yeah.
So
I suppose by faking his own death, he's only pushed himself into the spotlight even more.
exactly.
Yeah.
He's more famous for his death now than he ever has been for his music. Because I know if I think Kurt Cobain, I immediately think the suicide, the alleged suicide. And so as well, something that backs this is that he ran away from rehab on his supposed day of death. And why didn't anyone stop him? And perhaps because they were all in on it as well. And he wanted to retire from music. And his so-called suicide note was originally a retirement speech, apparently. And it has been proven, whether you want to believe in it or not, that Courtney truly loved Kurt. So why would she kill him?
Absolute fucking horse shit.
Yeah. See, I've got stuff to say, but I know what one of the theories is going to be.
And it boils my blood.
That Courtney killed Kurt.
This
So
really gets me.
For that theory.
Okay.
But
Yeah, me too, because it really, really gets to me. It's one of the things in the world that I just, it just gets, because I know it's so fact.
You detest it, like Hannah with Charles and Camilla.
This is my Charles and Camilla.
Yeah.
And I detest Ben on the other podcast as well. He's my Charles and Camilla.
Oh, this is another call out.
Shots. Whoa, 2 episodes in a row.
Oh God. Oh, they're going
Gary
out in
boxing
order.
match coming soon.
If they're going out in order, that definitely proves we're the 18.
Ooh.
Right. So he was supposedly cremated as well, which I think is quite convenient because now they don't have a body to show or anything, and there's no grave site. And his funeral was only attended by family and close friends. Again, convenient. That way, no fan or media could see a body.
That bitch. Sorry.
And there's only one death picture, and it doesn't show his head. Now, why is that? Why is his head not in the picture? Possibly there's no head shot. Also, you would think there'd be a lot of blood, but in fact, there's not.
Can I just quickly Google that picture? I just want to. I don't know if I've seen it.
There are pictures to come in my presentation as well. So.
Oh, is there?
Yeah, I'll probably send them to you so you can put them in a clip or whatever. I know he's wearing Converse One Stars.
Oh yeah, I see the picture. It's not very clear at all, is it? Like.
No.
All right.
Yeah, you'd think there'd be more blood from a shotgun hitting you in the head. It's going to be pretty messy.
Yeah.
And how would he have done how would he have pulled the fucking trigger?
We're going to talk about that later.
Shotgun.
On a shotgun. Apparently, it was possible.
What's he doing?
Obviously, there could have been pictures taken of his body which weren't released to the public because they're not going to release pictures of someone whose brains have been blown out, are they?
Yeah.
Exactly.
So.
What else have we got? So yeah, there's one death picture, and as well, his autopsy revealed there was 3 times the lethal amount of heroin in his system. Which, how could he have possibly injected that into himself without passing out?
And then pulled the trigger of a gun.
Yeah, of a shotgun.
On heroin.
Shotguns are so long. It's not a pistol.
Yes. Do you want me to get onto the headline act?
Come on. And me and Morgan are like so waiting for this. So.
Okay. Oh my God. I've written like an essay for it. So Courtney killed him.
Yeah. She did.
Yes, she did.
He was not suicidal. His life changed when a doctor diagnosed his stomach problems, which caused him an immense amount of pain. He originally began using heroin as a painkiller, so when his stomach problem was sorted out, he wanted to get clean. Not immediately, but that was the road that he was moving towards. What
he was he was weaning himself off it because when his stomach pain, it was obviously intense. He was having quite a lot of heroin to stop that. But then all he did before heroin was he used to smoke like a lot of weed.
Exactly.
But then obviously he did heroin, but he wanted to get off it.
And as well, heroin's quite a hard drug. So he can't just go off it immediately because that's going to hurt him more than it's going to help him.
Exactly.
So, and another point which supports Courtney Love killing him. Courtney Love offered a man $50,000, and this man was called Al Deuce.
Yeah, that fucking bastard. Have you seen the documentary? Have you watched Kurt and Courtney?
Yes.
That he's dead too now, isn't he? He got hit by a train.
Very suspicious. And I'm quoting what Courtney apparently said: "Blow Kurt's head off."
That's what she said to that guy.
Yes. But he didn't end up doing it. Al Deuce quite openly told an interviewer about the offer and said, "I know who killed Kurt." To which the interviewer didn't particularly respond.
Was this Kurt and Courtney?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Al Deuce then said, "I know a lot of information. Buy me a beer and I'll talk some more." Very suspicious.
Mm-hmm.
He's coming away from the point there. And as well, the interviewer yet again barely responded. Why didn't he buy the guy a beer? Al Deuce mysteriously was killed a few days later after the interview. Coincidence? I think not. So what do you reckon? 50 grand? Would you kill someone for that?
No.
Not enough money.
Not for 50
Not
grand.
50 G's?
No, it's
That's
no
nothing.
way near enough.
What's your limit then?
It's 3 mil, 4 mil.
Few
5 mil?
mil.
Yeah.
And it depends who as well. It depends who.
Yeah.
I was about to say, that isn't enough money.
Definitely not Kurt Cobain.
No, it's a high profile. But then 50 grand was a lot of money then, wasn't it? In the 90s.
I suppose, yeah.
Still not even that much, though. It'd probably be about, 200k today, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I'd say about that. Yeah. Anyway, a week before Kurt Cobain's death, he was in Rome with Courtney Love. They were staying in a hotel room. Courtney Love was out partying while Kurt was alone in the room. She returned late at night and they began arguing. He was threatening to leave her, according to witnesses in other hotel rooms, this is. She begged him to stay and they eventually made up and decided to order a bottle of champagne up to their room. This is the night he was found by Courtney unconscious, having overdosed on Rohypnol, otherwise known as roofies, alcohol and other types of medication. Her side of the story was that she woke up in the middle of the night and he was lying on the floor nearly dead. Now, answer me this. Does this picture look like a woman that's woken up in the middle of the night?
No.
She looks like a fucking cunt.
But you reckon she looks like she's just woken up?
No, she slapped some of that fucking horrible shit on her face that she calls makeup.
Exactly. But she just
slapped right on there.
She just doesn't look like she's been to sleep, or she looks like she had a busy night.
Yeah.
But she don't look like you wouldn't sleep in that much makeup, surely. Like
For your skin.
Yeah, exactly. You're gonna get zits and stuff. But yeah, exactly. So you will notice that she is freshly done up and her makeup is all done. Kurt woke up in the hospital with no recollection of what happened to him. Doctors claimed that it was definitely not a suicide attempt, but the tabloids claimed otherwise. So it's thought that this was an attempt of her trying to kill him.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if it was a suicide attempt, surely you would remember attempting suicide.
Exactly. And you'd remember feeling within that state of wanting to kill yourself.
Yeah.
And no one just takes Rohypnol off their own back. That's not a drug that you take. That's a drug that someone spikes you with.
Exactly. That's a spiking drug, isn't it?
Yeah,
you wouldn't take it. So she's given him that.
Mm-hmm. So maybe she's given him that just in case the plan doesn't go through.
Yeah.
And then she's put other stuff in. She could put it in a champagne quite easily. So if she's gone to the door and got it. But yeah, she's not a very nice person, is she? So Kurt Cobain went missing. This is the third point about Kurt being killed by Courtney.
Tries to escape her.
So Kurt Cobain went missing after he escaped from a rehabilitation facility. Courtney hired Detective Tom Grant to try and help her find her husband, but she was far more concerned with what was going to happen with his credit cards, and she was more worried about her taking over his finances, as she claimed that he wasn't in the correct mental state to be using them. And the detective began to become really suspicious of her actions and made sure that she stayed as far away from the credit cards as possible. So what do you reckon about that?
Yeah.
Suspicious.
She's the worst, isn't she?
Yeah.
Money driven. That's what it is.
Yeah. Her band is shit as well. They have one good song.
Exactly. They wouldn't be anywhere near as big. They wouldn't be big. They wouldn't be anything.
No,
They're
if she
still
wasn't-
not even big, really. Like,
No.
No.
What is it? Is it Hold, the name of her band?
yeah, they've got that one good song, Celebrity Skin, but that's the only one I've listened to.
But even that, you're probably skipping it if it comes on playlist, aren't you?
Yeah, it's not like never in the mood for it.
And just in case if you didn't hate Courtney Love enough, did you know that her ex-lover was living in the house with them? And Kurt very much objected to this. And the guy was called Callie, and he helps look after Frances, which is their daughter.
Yeah.
And he was living in the house when Kurt apparently killed himself, and he claimed to not hear a gunshot at all. Even if he didn't, it's suspicious that he was there the entire time. And as well, furthermore, on the fact that he didn't kill himself, the amount of heroin injected into Kurt's bloodstream was 3 times the fatal overdose. This means that there would be no possible way for Kurt to pick up the gun and shoot himself, as he would have been unconscious and it would have killed him before he even had a chance to shoot himself.
Yeah.
And as well, I'm going to show you another image. Can you see the size of the
That
gun?
is so long.
There's no way he could have shot himself. Is there a silencer on that gun?
Yes.
So
that
the gun,
explains not hearing the
but
shot.
the gun with the silencer makes the gun too long for him to have shot himself.
like,
Without the
not
silencer,
possible. Not
Unless he's
possible.
got a big toe, but he had trainers on.
without the silencer, he probably could have managed it.
Yeah.
But with the silencer on, it extends the gun by a good amount.
Yeah.
Therefore, not possible for him to be able to reach to shoot himself.
You'd think it was like a sawn-off shotgun or something, but that's
Yeah.
massive.
Yeah. It's enormous.
And as well, he'd have been off his nut at the time if they found 3 times the fatal overdose. He's not going to be in a fit state to be able to pick up the gun and shoot
Why do
himself.
you need a silencer on that?
That's got to be like nearly 2 meters long.
Yeah, it's a big lad, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, how?
Not possible.
The angle.
Not possible. And I'm sure I have seen as well, apparently the area that he was shot was not possible with the gun he used for him to have shot himself.
Yeah.
That's fact.
And as well, there was nothing on the ceiling as well.
Yeah.
There would have been, the bullet would have gone through his head or
It
the
was
shell.
him.
Yeah.
So, the cap from the shotgun bullet as well was in the completely opposite direction in which it should have been. It would have been impossible for Kurt to shoot himself with his wrist in that particular angle. And as well, there were no fingerprints found on the gun, not even Kurt's.
So why was there no fingerprints on the gun?
Exactly. Why? Why is there nothing? So what do we reckon about that?
Because they've cleaned the fingerprints off. Courtney or her ex-boyfriend or the cop guy.
Or he
One of
never,
them.
Kurt never touched the gun because he didn't
Yeah.
kill himself.
It's not his gun.
Yeah. Because he was murdered.
Yeah. But how do you reckon that Courtney would have killed him then? Do you reckon it was by a gunshot or?
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
because he was.
put the heroin in him, so he's like, I reckon he took a bit of heroin just to sort
So
his
he
stomach
can't-
pain out, but then she's
then
giving
he
him
can't
more and more
defend
while he's on
himself.
it.
Yeah, he can't
And then
defend
I
himself.
think he's
Oh.
passed out, and then she's put it in his hand like that, like as you can, and then so made it look like
And
he
shot
he
him.
shot himself.
And then profusively cleaned the gun and stuff.
Yeah.
And it's convenient that the suicide note was actually a retirement note. It wasn't a suicide note at all, but she's just left it as a suicide note.
Exactly. So she's found that because it's his handwriting. He's
Yeah.
physically wrote it. And as it says, what does it say at the end? Isn't it? I love you, I love you, I love you, I
Yeah,
love you.
yeah.
And it says
That's
something
some-
about his daughter as well.
Exactly.
It does, yeah.
That's something you'd say to a fan. I haven't got a picture of the suicide note,
No,
unfortunately.
it's
but
very like scruffy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Suicide note.
I don't know. I just don't feel as if he could have written that under the influence that he
No.
was, unless it was written way before.
It would have probably been pre-written, but like like I said, it wasn't a suicide note as such. It was a retirement note, in which she's just obviously thought, I'll kill him and I'll use that as a suicide note.
Oh yeah, you can tell she's found that and just thought, oh my god, yeah, this is it. We've got the full month. Yeah, let's get things moving.
And Courtney Love gets every single bit of Kurt Cobain's money.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And she doesn't let anybody like license his music as well, I think it is.
Does she not? What's
No.
the daughter one now?
She's like a fashion designer, I think, and an artist. She's quite
Oh, is
old
she?
now. Yeah. I've got her on Instagram actually.
Okay.
She
But I
doesn't
just
follow
don't
me
get
back, obviously.
Get on the pub.
Yeah. Doesn't follow me back. But no, she's got loads of followers. She's got like 2-3 million followers on Instagram.
Wow.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
I mean, Dad is Kurt Cobain, isn't he?
Oh, yeah, that's a
Yeah.
bit-
It's like Michael Jackson's kids. They've got like millions, haven't they?
Yeah.
I just don't get how, if she did do it, how she could do that to her daughter,
Yeah.
especially at such a young age.
I wonder what the
Chances-
daughter believes as well.
Yeah, you would.
She must
Oh,
know.
Yeah, and if
something.
you've watched the documentary as well, you know that Courtney Love's own dad believes that she killed Kurt Cobain.
Yeah, everyone does.
Yeah,
It's-
her own dad. How can your own dad believe that unless it's true?
It's got to be, hasn't it?
Yeah.
But I just don't get why. And they clearly didn't have the most functional of relationships at the time. If her
But still,
ex-partner living
yeah.
as well. Yeah.
Yeah. She definitely killed him.
Hmm.
No
So,
doubt about.
we'll go for the first one, which you said about him wanting to escape
Yes.
the fame, which I can see that one because I've read Kurt Cobain's, the Kurt Cobain journals.
Yes.
It's like literally all in his writing. It's like basically like his diary, and he does sometimes talk about like not wanting to sell out and stuff.
Yeah.
So I could give that one a 3 out of 5. For him wanting to escape the fame.
Yeah.
I'd give it a 2.
I think I have to rate it quite low because I know that the next
truth.
theory
Yeah.
is more or less the truth. So I do believe that he probably did want to escape the limelight. He didn't want to be part of Nirvana anymore.
He thought he sold out, I think.
Yeah. I do believe that. However, I don't believe that he did fake his own death.
Yeah. I'd agree with you on that. And
So I'll give that one a 2
Yeah.
on the aspect that I do believe that's how he felt. However, I don't believe that's actually what he did.
I'd say that I'd give that a 2 as well, because for someone with that much, he's obviously a wealthy man. It's not that hard for him to go off grid
Yeah.
and just spend a few quid to get him out in the middle. Like, look at Kanye recently.
Yeah.
Like when he moved to Wyoming, it's not that hard for someone of that like prowess and that much money to get away from it all and move away.
Have you seen Kanye's tweets about? Is it like telling Kris Jenner to like fuck herself or something?
Yes.
Isn't it? What does it say?
He was calling out Kris Jenner and he texted her at 8 o'clock at night.
Like
saying,
that's
saying?
it.
He said, "Answer my calls, Chris." I know
That's
you're
his
getting-
mother-in-law, man.
I know.
I haven't seen it.
But are they
That's so
properly like
funny.
writing it now? Like, are they done?
I reckon so. But I love
Yeah.
how he puts so many. He has
Yeah,
a
they
massive
got-
text, and it's like 3 lines, but there's so many spaces between the lines. Like,
Yeah, that's just weird, isn't it? Who texts like that?
He's not a mentally stable man at the minute, is
No.
he?
yeah.
But
Bless
I
him, he
reckon-
needs help.
I reckon that just Kim put up with it for a while and just thought, this is, I'm not,
I do feel a bit bad for Kim. I do feel a bit bad.
yeah, it's a lot to deal with. She probably just
Yeah.
thought one day, I'm not that arsed about this anymore.
Especially
If-
with like 4 kids as well.
Yeah. Do
yeah.
you reckon that Kim and Kanye could potentially become the next Courtney and Kurt,
Oh my
Maybe.
or
God.
Sid and Nancy, or something like that?
Yeah, it
Maybe.
could happen.
What, Kim kills Kanye?
I reckon it'd be that way around, yeah.
But
Yeah.
he could kill her. If he's mentally like, if he's
Oh, you mean
he's
like an
off his
OJ
rocker.
situation?
Yeah, he's off his rocker.
Yeah.
I don't think he's as unmentally stable as he makes out to be.
No.
Yeah, he uses it a bit, I think,
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
for his
So
like creativity.
He uses it to romanticize and add value to his music,
Yeah.
doesn't he? But it doesn't, because his music's gone shit now.
exactly.
His God bashing stuff, I hate.
Like, why? Why change if it isn't broken? But
Anyway, we've gone off on a little
yeah,
Again,
Kanye
yeah.
tangent, but what was so the one we're rating now is the actual what was the other one before
it's
the,
the daddy.
So it
no,
was
it's not
the,
it's another one, isn't it? It's the
Yeah, she
Rome
tried
one,
to
is
kill him.
it?
Yeah, she tried to kill him in
Ah.
Rome. What do you reckon about that?
Yeah, I think that's true. I'd give that one a 4.
Yeah, that's true. She spiked him.
Yeah.
And
It
tried
was a
to
failed attempt.
drug him. Yeah, she drugged him
Yeah.
basically. Yeah, I believe that one. I give it 4 out of 5.
Yeah, I'll agree with you both. I'll get a 4. It's plausible, isn't it?
Yeah.
She could have made, because obviously it's abroad as well.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So there's a lot of what's the word?
Gravitas.
Yes, there's a lot of stuff involved with getting the body back and whatnot. So it adds complications to it, and foreign police perhaps might not be as articulate with it all as American police. So it's the perfect crime, really.
Yeah.
She does it there. So I'd give that a 4. What about her getting someone to kill him in
4.5. 4.5, that one.
Yeah.
Because even if she did get someone to kill him, she has still killed him.
Yeah.
So that is
No,
like,
I think that's definitely true.
yeah.
But I feel like these last sort of 3, the ones where Courtney drugged him in Rome, the ones where she asked someone to kill him, and the one where she apparently did kill him, they all link into one, don't they?
Oh yeah.
It's all one sort of big theory in which Courtney killed Kurt, whether she tried to do it earlier than she did it,
Yeah.
whether someone else to do it, and whether she actually killed him in the end.
It's
all
one putrid chain of events.
Yeah. And I believe the chain of events did happen in that way.
Very well could have done it. And the financial gain from it as well. And
she must make so much money now.
Yeah.
Would it be, it's got to be over 100 mil now.
Yeah, more than that, I think.
She's worth. Because
Oh,
of
yeah.
her.
More than that, I reckon.
Oh, yeah. It's got to be more.
One of the biggest bands of all time, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mhm.
And even her biggest concern to the private detective that she hired was, oh, where's his bank card?
Yeah.
Where's all his bank
Like,
cards?
that's supposed to be your husband. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not-
Her husband's missing,
Mm.
but she's concerned to ask where his bank cards are, who's got his bank
Yeah.
cards. and
I know
whatever.
they're on a rocky road and stuff, but that wouldn't be your first thought for
No.
someone you've got
Yeah.
a child with, just for your child's sake.
Kurt wasn't 27 Club, was he?
He was, yeah.
Oh,
died
he was,
20.
yeah.
He was.
He sort of made it famous. Not famous, but he made it a thing, didn't he?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it was one of the big ones.
Oh, now for the final one, the daddy one.
Yeah, that he couldn't have shot himself because of the gun, and
Yeah.
that someone did shoot him.
Well,
Could've-
I know we only rate it out of 5, but this one's a 10 out of 5 for me.
It's got to be as
Yeah.
This one is fat.
It's
Yeah.
yeah. I think most people do believe this
Mm.
theory.
Yeah.
If you want to call it a theory, because like Morgan said,
yeah.
it is fact.
Oh god,
So
allegedly.
Not allegedly. Not even allegedly. It's fact. Come
No,
from
I
me,
think-
Courtney Love.
most people would agree with the fact that Courtney killed Kurt.
Yeah.
So
I want to do a charity boxing match with her.
Oh god,
yeah.
you could be on the undercard.
Yeah.
But no, just the sheer size of the weapon and the fact that he's got so much heroin in his system from the autopsy they found.
Yeah.
How is he picking up the weapon, let alone pulling the trigger? And then the angle. It's
No,
just
but
so many
regardless
factors.
of the whole heroin thing, whatever, it was said that the gun he used and the angle he was shot at, he could not physically have done that himself.
No,
That's
Yeah.
fact.
and the bullet on the other side as well.
That's fact, that is. So
Facts.
I'm not believing for a second that it was a
You heard it
suicide.
here first.
Is Courtney Love ever being questioned on it in a public domain?
She should be.
Oh, so yeah, she
Get her on the pod.
yeah. Oh my god.
She'll call me up and threaten me soon, like she did to them journalists.
Oh, did she?
Yeah,
Well,
it's in the
so-
documentary. Yeah.
She's never addressed it though, has she? So that.
And then
she said-
and then one time she was accepting an award for like honesty and integrity or something like that. And then the
Oh.
guy of the Kurt and Courtney documentary, he actually got up to like present the award to her, and then he was saying stuff like about Kurt Cobain and about threatening the journalists. And they took him out. They threw him out the building.
But could you imagine if Twitter was a thing back then? The amount of uproar
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
stuff when everything was coming out about it.
I wish it was.
Yeah.
She'd have been cancelled.
Yeah. No, I think I'll give that one a 5 out of 5.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah,
get a 5.
definitely.
Yeah.
Some facts
solved
there.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shall I go and see